and I would like to look at this in terms of the perspective of how much is the unemployment rate right now in the Philippines.
Your Honor, the latest available labor force survey is as of the second quarter of 2009. And if we compare the current available statistics, contrary to previous experiences, it went down from 8% in April 2008 to 7.5% in April of 2009. Normally, it is in the second quarter, Your Honor, where the highest unemployment rate is experienced. 7.5%. It went down from 8%.
In other words, the anticipated decline in the employment force did not happen as a result of the global crisis. Is that what you're telling this committee?
The net effect, Your Honor, is that we were still able to create employment opportunities instead of a decline as experienced by most other countries.
Because right now in the U.S., the report there is that they've reached almost double digits, 10%. So we're doing better than the United States. Now, may we know what is your definition of job created? Would you say 1.6 million more than the higher end target of 10 million jobs? What is one job? Is that a job that means someone gets to work as much as he wants over the year? 365 days practically, of course, minus the weekend and holidays.
But, Your Honor, the jobs that we are talking about varies from industry to industry and from projects to projects. As the Secretary mentioned earlier, there are various estimates by which the government estimates the jobs that can be created. So what we're supplying here would be the aggregate number that the different government projects and the jobs that were created by the economy during the period. So we have a breakdown of the kinds of jobs that were created per sector. For example, Your Honor, in the housing sector, the number of jobs created from 2004 to 2008 is 2.6 million. And in 2009, the estimated number created is 256,000 plus. For microfinancing, the target was 2.5 million. And for 2009, it's 130,000 plus. So it depends, Your Honor, on the sector because the capitalization requirement for creating those jobs vary from sector to sector.
Thank you. Now, there's a very interesting figure here in your pamphlet with respect to jobs generated in agribusiness. And the rule of thumb right now is one job per hectare. But I understand that you have exceeded this, that you have generated 1.5 million for 800,000 hectares of land developed. Now, last week, we had a very interesting discussion with the Department of Agriculture on the problem of agricultural land being converted to non-agricultural, commercial, industrial, residential. In your experience, like in Calabarzon, 1 hectare of land there on the average from a previous 1 job per hectare when that place was agricultural. I'm talking Laguna, Batangas, Cavite, and even Quezon. What would be the ratio now per hectare in Calabarzon?
Your Honor, I don't think we have the statistics specific to Calabarzon.
Yeah, because, well, it may perhaps a little difficult. But we know from experience that 1 hectare of factory land may employ hundreds, even thousands. Is that correct?
Generally, Your Honor, when an agricultural land is converted for commercial or industrial purposes, it provides more employment opportunities. But of course, when the government looks at this issue, we look not only at the employment creation potential, but also the food security and such
Of
elements.
course, there's the balance between food security and job creation. But someone with a job has more individual food security. Is that correct?
You're quite correct, Your Honor. There
Food
was
security from an aggregate national point of view may mean that we should have more land for food production. But for the individual, to him, what is important is to have a meaningful job, such as those that are available in places like Calabarzon, as against working in agricultural area, where only practically one, probably at most two, would be employed per hectare. Yeah, thank you. Now, the other concern I have, Madam Chair, of course, as I said earlier, I consider the Dole as a very strategic department, especially with respect to the long-term development of the country, providing jobs to millions of people, not only domestically but worldwide. But my question is this: what has Dole done? Let's say compared to April, because you mentioned April 2008 as the base period, compared to April 2009 or the present, with respect to making it easier for a job applicant abroad to get a job. When I say easier, it's not only the process, but the cost of getting a job. I have encountered sad stories, for example, at the height of the Lebanon crisis, where we have Filipinos finding work there at a salary of $200 to $300 a month, but having to pay something like 20,000 to 30,000 pesos to get a job. So that means that she has to work several months just to get back the initial investment that she had to dish out in order to get the job.
Your Honor, if I may request Administrator Jennifer Manalillo of POBA to respond to the question.
Yes, because my thinking here is that as part of your accomplishment, you should be able to claim that you have reduced the cost of finding a job